Hey everybody, welcome back to Reissued. If you're new here, my name is Andrew. Did you know that you can now shop the IKEA As-Is section online? Bargain hunters everywhere rejoice. So for anyone that may not know, the IKEA As-Is section is the section right before the checkout where they have returned items, damaged items, floor models, discontinued items, everything that needs to be rescued at a sizable discount. So needless to say, over the years, I have been a shopper of the As-Is section, but the catch is that you can only shop in person and you have to go frequently to see what is new going to that area. But now, as of the last month or so, you can now shop a lot of those products online, reserve it, and then go to the store to purchase it. Right away, I saw that they had the last PAX wardrobe that I needed for my wall of PAX. And so I thought I would go to the store, make that purchase, check out the process, and share that with y'all. In addition, we are getting started on my bedroom makeover. There are a couple things that need to happen in order to do the PAX install. And so we're gonna get that makeover going and talk a little bit about what my plans are for that space. I always love starting a new makeover project, so this is gonna be a fun one. Let's jump on in.
Let's go to IKEA. Even though my channel is called Reissued and I focus mostly on thrift finds, upcycling, and general old meets new projects, I'll admit I have a soft spot for IKEA. I used to go there a lot with my parents in my early teen years as they were renovating their house, and I have a lot of great memories there. Plus, even though I'm not a big fan of fast furniture and would prefer to collect things with history and meaning, I'm also a big believer in the importance of functionality and design. IKEA has always excelled at offering smart solutions in small spaces and functional storage, which is why I opted to do a full wall of PAX wardrobes in my bedroom. As long as I can remember, we've had a system when hitting IKEA. Rather than following the crowd up the escalator to the showroom, we head backwards through the checkout and straight to the As-Is section. Maybe they have something that we need right away and we need to snag it before anyone else does. Or before we pick it up around the store and pay full price for it. What can I say? I'm a bargain hunter and a dumpster diver at heart. Let's see what they have today. Nothing I need today, so let's get back on track. I reserved the PAX cabinet that I need online already. They can hold as-is items up to 48 hours to give you time to get to the store and purchase them in person. So I reserved my 19-inch PAX as soon as I saw it and got an email confirmation. Maybe this is it? I mean, it's the right size and doesn't have a tag on it. I'm still well within the 48-hour window, so let's take a lap around the store before coming back to collect it. This is not a full IKEA shop with me video by any means, but that didn't mean I didn't take tons of photos and videos to get some ideas. This trip, I was mostly thinking about smart and functional storage and workspace ideas for my upcoming office makeover, as well as the internal workings of the PAX line. You may remember that the PAX I got on Facebook Marketplace came with a number of inner accessories, so I'm going to start with those first and see what I end up needing. I'll probably continue to stock the Facebook listings and the new online As-Is feature for discounted shelves and inserts. Let's be honest, these add up real quick, and as much as I need the function, I hate to spend big bucks on this kind of thing. For today, I'm just going to pick up a clothing rod that I know I'm going to need right away for one of the wardrobes. Let's head back down to As-Is and collect my cabinet. I presented my confirmation number in the email to the attendant, who brought out my reserved cabinet still in its box. But being the ultimate cheapskate and thrifter, I had to ask, what is going on with the cabinet that was already assembled? Turns out it was a floor model, and they priced it for me at $50. The box version that I reserved online was $80. Needless to say, I took the $50 one. It has a little damage to the outside and edges, but I'm planning to paint that part anyway. Sold! Bottom line here, even if you reserve online, be sure to check what's on the floor to see if a better deal presents itself. Once again, I overestimated the capacity of my dad's matrix. And once again, we rode home with the back hanging open and tied shut. Deja vu. We'd been holding off on the PAX install for a couple of reasons. First, I wasn't sure about the layout. Then when I was sure about the layout, I needed to get all the cabinets. And now that we have all the cabinets, we need to paint the walls and ceiling. The ceiling in my bedroom is going this deep charcoal shade called Prairie Smoke in a flat finish. If you've been following along with my reno, you may remember the shade from my half bath ceiling and from my painted wallpaper. I wanted to take the ceiling dark in this room, partly to help mask the heavily textured ceiling, and partly to give a moody, intimate atmosphere. I love the idea of dark walls in a bedroom to give that drama and depth, but this room has the least natural light of any room in the house, so I think dark walls would make it into a total cave. Even though we're not doing fully dark walls, we are going to bring the dark paint down the walls to the picture rail to visually drop the high ceilings a bit, and to take advantage of the clean line that the picture rail offers. Getting a clean line between high contrast colors where the wall meets the ceiling is always tricky without crown molding. Plus, this makes the ceiling and upper walls feel like one seamless night sky. After one coat, it was pretty patchy, but another coat made it perfect.
Okay, so now that we're done painting the ceiling, we need to go in and paint the wall behind the PAX wardrobes as well, just because when we get those in place, it's gonna be really hard to paint around them. So we're opening up a new color today. It looks just like a color I already have, but it is exciting to work with a new color. This is a color match of the Magnolia shade Blanched. So this color called Decadent that we used in the kitchen and everywhere else so far. My mom and I were at Lowe's one day and we had a swatch of the Magnolia Silos white color, and we manually went around and searched for every white, and that was the closest color. The shade Blanched is a little bit deeper and a little bit more beigey than Silo's white. And so all things considered, it came out to look very similar to Decadent. So it's not gonna look like a really crazy different color, but you may notice that I've only used about 5 colors in many rooms in my house so far. So it's always exciting to open up a new can of paint and see a new color go up. Can't wait.
It's worth mentioning that the lack of natural light in this room makes for a very interesting lighting experience here on camera. Sorry about that. Even though I'm not afraid of color and I want each room in my house to feel very different, I'm sticking with a rather tight and unified palette for my paint colors, focused mostly in creams, whites, charcoal blacks, and smoky blues, often repeating the same shades in different finishes and areas of the house. I'm finding these shades provide a nice backdrop to allow my loud artwork, richly colored rugs, and bolder furniture pieces to shine. Plus, since most of the rooms in my house connect and you can see multiple rooms at any given time, keeping a unified and cohesive flow through the house feels like a priority. Pretty soon the trim in this room will go the same color as the walls to give a rich monochromatic look. Be sure you're subscribed to follow along with the full bedroom makeover process.
All right, everybody, we installed the PAX wardrobes yesterday, and I think they look fantastic. As you know, in the original thrifted PAX video, I went back and forth a lot about how to place these in space. We had originally planned for a corner unit. Most people didn't like that idea, and I agree. I think that would have been too much in the corner there, so we went with one clean wall of PAX. I did the 2 larger ones on either side with the smaller one in the middle. I also struggled to know how far to pull it away from the wall. If it were to go right up against the wall, the door wouldn't be able to open once it gets doors. So we had to leave a little bit of space there. I'm not sure whether to leave that space and allow this to feel kind of like a freestanding structure, or to fill that in and make this feel built in. I was thinking of giving it more of a freestanding structure vibe until I realized that in order to make these level, the floor is quite unlevel and the back is higher. So the front had to get propped up, which means there's a big gap along the front. And then on the side, the walls were not plumb, and so there's a big gap there on the side too. So there will have to be some amount of building in that goes to just make these look right. So we might as well maybe just go ahead and fill in along to the corner and make it feel totally built in. I'm not sure about that. Let me know what you think. We also started the process of putting in some shelves and some inserts there. I'm thinking a lot about how I want it to function and which pieces I want to go where. We went to IKEA again today. We went back to the As-Is section to pick up a couple things there. And then while we were at it, we got a couple more inserts for this as well. They have some really cool lighting that goes in there that I'm definitely considering. So I have a list. Hopefully some of those things will show up in the As-Is section, and I'll just kind of wait it out and gradually build this up here. I will definitely do a future video down the line where I show all of the inserts that I chose, if I choose to do some lighting, and how I'm gonna do some doors on this. I do have some ideas for the door. I wanna do like a fabric front on it with like some narrow black trim around the end that feels a little bit like a shoji screen kind of vibe. If I had the doors already, no problem, I would know exactly what to do. But it feels a little bit weird to drop $60 on a door and then like totally paint it and cover it up, you know what I mean? So I really would prefer to find something on Facebook Marketplace or thrift something, but I'm not sure what my options are. If you have any tips or ideas on DIY doors, or if you've seen another video that has some good ideas, be sure to link that down below, drop it in the comments. This week, we've also gotten started on a couple projects over on the other side of the room. We are moving into the larger bedroom makeover here, which is very exciting. If you want to see that, be sure that you're subscribed. If you like this video, you know what to do. Like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.